We all turn our heads in envy each time we see a full head with dense, lustrous, shiny hair. Unfortunately, it's the gift only a happy few are privileged with. Most people suffer from hair issues, ranging from dull and unmanageable hair to hair loss and baldness. Yet, there is hardly a specialty dedicated to hair. Even dermatologists look at hair issues as secondary to their skin activities, and dedicate little time to the diagnosis and the adapted treatments. The options offered in clinics are limited to PRP and vitamin injections, medication, lasers and hair transplants. The less invasive and often better solutions elude them. Savvy marketers on the internet have sensed this void and started offering home care solutions with claims ranging from ridiculous to fraudulent, thus taking advantage of desperate customers who have nowhere else to turn to. First, let's dive into the offerings for home care and their effect. Lotions for the scalp are dominating the list. Natural rosemary-based oil extracts are the best. Studies reveal that their efficacy in the long term equals that of medications such as minoxidil, but with much fewer side effects. Hair supplements are effective, provided that the ingredients are natural, of high quality, and sufficiently dosed. This, however, is rarely the case. A 3-month regimen is the standard. Needling of some sort is useful, especially for baldness and a receding hairline. The right needling device and instructions for use are essential to its success. Scalp massage enhances the blood flow to the capillaries and is the right routine to cultivate. Combine the massage with the oil application, and your time investment will be twice as productive. LED caps for home use are not as powerful as professional LED lights. REYU hair centers offer separate sessions of professional LED light therapy for their clients. Vitamin and peptide injections are popular in medical clinics and go under the names of hair filler and hair Botox. However, they have nothing in common with either fillers or Botox. They are rather trying to compete with the food supplements. However, the trauma of injections is significant. While a sleeping hair follicle is about 50 microns in diameter, the needle exceeds 300 microns and drops huge quantities of fluid that the scalp has to absorb and transfer to the dying follicles. As the blood flow and lymph drainage are impaired in those sleeping follicles, they return to their original low after the boost. PRP or platelet-rich plasma consists of drawing 10 milliliters blood from the veins, extracting the platelets and a bit of plasma, hence the term platelet-rich plasma, and re-injecting it in the scalp. In this process, about 40% of the content is lost. Platelets contain growth factors such as VEGF, vascular endothelial growth factor. Trauma to the scalp is needed to release them. Studies have shown that the REYU CLEM, closed-loop electromodulation, current releases the growth factors from the platelets in a natural way, without trauma. The amounts are even bigger, as 600 milliliters of our blood is already present in the scalp. A lot more than the 6 milliliters equivalent that is transferred with current PRP. Hair transplant surgery is an option for those with insufficient sleeping hair follicles to revive. The drawback is always the pain, the cost, and the limitation to 6,500 hair that can be transplanted. Compare this to more than 30,000 sleeping hair follicles that are present in candidates with sufficient sleeping hair follicles. But above all, the results of transplanted hair are never natural. The inclination, orientation, distribution, density and hair thickness of hair for the region are not respected. Success of hair transplants depends greatly on the lifelong preservation of the natural hair around the transplanted hair follicle. Developing a baldness around the transplanted hair follicles looks very awkward and is a true nightmare. REYU technology has proven to exceed all existing medical and non-invasive techniques by far and offers 3 state-of-the-art hair management programs, with a professional medical diagnosis and a lifelong follow-up. REYU turns out to be a true game changer. By activating the biofeedback loops, we connect and activate the blood circulation at the level of the capillary, where the exchange of oxygen, messengers, and food happens. Without the capillary blood flow, the hair follicle will become dormant and eventually die. Food supplements, lotions and injections make no sense if the blood flow is compromised. Connecting the nerves to the hair follicle improves its growth through the activation of the stem cells around the hair follicle. They provide the renewal of the follicle and stimulate the pigmentation of hair. The lymphatic flow around the hair follicle is activated by REYU, thus removing the toxins and promoting growth. REYU activates the platelets that are already in the scalp, releasing thereby our natural growth factors in a stronger way than classical PRP. Inflammation is a contributing cause of hair loss. REYU infiltration and activation processes reduce the inflammation around the hair follicle. The professional LED used in the REYU centers is very focused and powerful. It reduces inflammation and contributes to cellular growth. Finally, REYU developed its own powerful vitamins and food supplements, a hair growth oil, and 2 needling devices, for long and short hair. In our REYU hair centers, we care for your hair and follow your hair repair and hair growth, week by week. The REYU Repair Program. In this program, we concentrate on the quality and luster of your hair, especially those who suffer from thin and dull hair, or lost the luster through the years with diverse hair manipulations. 4 sessions a week apart are needed to kickstart the repair, followed by a repair boost once a year. Sometimes it's enough to eliminate the causes such as bleaching or perm, and your hair is restored for decades. The REYU Hair Loss Program. This program is meant to stop sudden and profuse hair loss. It will depend on the sudden cause of hair loss. Physical or mental stress, delivery of your baby, or sudden hormonal changes are often the cause. In this program we apply a short boost of minimally 4 sessions a week apart, to stop the hair loss, after which we protect your hair for the long term with the repair program. The REYU Hair Growth Program. This program aims at reviving your sleeping hair follicles and generate about 30,000 new hairs, thus eliminating your baldness. The inclusion criteria for hair growth are the reason for your baldness, your age, and aggravating factors. Once the criteria are met, you can even benefit from our money-back guarantee plan. Because our treatment can be objectively measured and so are the results. A start of 6 sessions once a week, followed by a 7th and 8th session in the next 2 and 8 weeks. After which we protect your hair for the long term with a repair program. Our REYU hair centers are safe havens where your hair is repaired and protected. At REYU we understand that a lustrous head of hair for life is essential for a free and confident experience. REYU, a lustrous head of hair for life.